G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So, I apologise for Thursday, I forgot it was Thursday and I forgot to do our live. So today we're going to do a little bit of mystery stamping. So if you've already pre-cut your cardstock, you can stamp along with me. If not, just do it afterwards and share your creations so that we can all see them. Okay, so I posted our measurements the other day in our group. So these are what we're using, and we're going to use a little bit of DSP as well. Now, I always take my colours from the DSP, but in saying that, today I have switched it around a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our layer, probably layer 2, which is the 3.5 by 5 1/8 or 8.8 by 13 centimetres. Okay, so what I want to do first is stamp our sentiment, but for some reason I'm having a lot of trouble stamping straight images, so I'm going to bring in our Stamparatus for this. Now, I've already set it up so that I know where to go stamp, or where it's going to stamp, and I'm going to use the basic grey. I will show you the pieces in a minute of what we're going to use for this card, but I'll just do this first. That might be down a little bit, so let's just bring it down a fraction and hopefully it should be right. G'day Bron, how are you? So I've just stamped that in our basic grey. Okay. I'll just close that up. So what we've got is our base card. Now I'm using Coastal Cabana. We've got layer 2, layer 1, which is basic grey. G'day Beryl, how are you? So that's our layer 1. Then we've got layer 2, which is the basic white. Now I've just stamped that in the basic grey with a sentiment from Friends Are Like Seashells. Okay, and this is actually the image I'm going to use today. Okay, then we've got layer 3, which is this piece. Now, I've picked up the basic grey again. Okie dokie. Then we've got the DSP piece. So I'm actually using the, I've forgotten what it's called, Waves of the Ocean. And that was the piece I grabbed, but I decided I'm going to use this side. Okay. Then we had a piece that was 2.5 by 4 or 6.3 by 10.1 centimetres. Now I've already pre-cut mine and I've cut a rectangle, stitch rectangle from that piece, and I'm going to change it around a bit only because my sentiment didn't fit, but I'll show you where I was going to stamp it. Okie dokie, so what we're going to do, now we've done that, we'll grab our basic white and we're going to glue this to our layer 1. Okay, just like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is stick our piece of DSP to our layer 3. Now I've done this around the wrong way, but that's okay. Making sure that it's all nice and straight, just like that. Now what I wanted to do was stick this across there like that, and you know what, I might just leave it like that. So I'm going to stick this piece, this panel, across the section, across the middle here, but I don't think we'll put it in the middle. I think we'll just put it up towards the top, just that fraction. Okay, and I'm just going to chop that off a little bit, just bear with me. Yep. Okay, so once that's done, once you've got your panel down, you can then stick this panel or this layer to your base card. Okay. Just like that. Now in the measurements, this panel here is the same width as the basic white. I've just been lazy and forgot to cut it back to the right size, but that's okay. So now what we're going to do is do our image, and I've been playing with the, what do you call them? I can't remember what they're called now, and I can't even, oh, here they are. The soft pastels. So these are our soft pastels, and I will be honest and say I'm loving them. So we're going to play with the Coastal Cabana and the Granny Apple Green. So all I'm going to do, I think, is just randomly scribble, just like that. And with my finger, I'm actually going to smooth that out. Now, you can use a sponge dauber if you wanted to. You could probably even use your blending brushes. Just like this. Once you've done that, we're going to grab a tissue and we're just going to gently wipe the excess off the top. So that's part of that. Then we're going to bring in Coastal Cabana. And again, I'm just randomly scribbling, making sure my finger is clean because I don't want to carry the colour across. I'm going to grab my finger again and just smooth it out. And again, bring in the tissue and go over the top. Now, I think that's enough. I'm happy with that. So then what we're going to do now, I don't know what this is going to turn out like. okay? But we'll have a go. Now I'm using the shell from, as I said, the Friends are like seashells, so I'm using this one here, okay? And I'm just going to stamp this shell at an angle right over the top. I don't mind that actually. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Then what you're going to do is pop this up. Just grab our dimensionals. Take off your sticky lids, sticky backs. And I've probably put too many on here, but that's okay. And we're going to line this up. And we're just going to put that there like that so it's nice and straight. Just like that. And that's nearly our card. I like that. So to finish it off, what we might do is add a bit of bling, and I'm using the matching Rhinestone waves, and we'll use the Granny Apple Green. No, we might use the Coastal Cabana. I'm just going to sprinkle a few of these around. Just like that. Now, as I said, with the sentiment, I was going to put it to the side here, but this one was too big, so I've stamped it down there. So feel free to stamp there or make a banner shape and stick it in the side and just stick it underneath. Okay, so of course you've got to have matchy. So again, I'm going to use the pastels. Thanks, Ron. And I'm a little bit hooked with these, so be careful, be very careful, because you can get hooked with them. Easy layout, Ron. And then I'm just going to stamp over the top of that. So that'll be our inside. So we're going to put that inside. Just like that. And I'm just going to stamp the outside of the, I might put it on the back too. And that is our card for today. Very easy, very simple. And as I said, easy layout. But if you decide to play along, please share your creations. Okay, thanks for joining me and enjoy your day. See ya. All right.